Tai Chi Chuan is a Chinese martial art that is good for health and self-defense. The Wu style of Tai Chi Chuan came out of the Imperial Guards Brigade of the late Qing dynasty, where Kuan Yu learned the art from the famous young Lushan. He taught the art to his son Wu Jing Hua, himself later an instructor in the Imperial Guard, and after the fall of the empire, an instructor for a time of the Republican presidential bodyguards. The old man, who is over 90 in this video, is Master Ma Yue Liang, the indoor student and son-in-law of Wu Jing Chuan, who, along with his wife, Wu Jing Hua, served as a vital link in preserving the art from imperial to modern times, as both lived into their 90s and had knowledge of the complete system. As such, the Wu style that comes out of the Shanghai Chien Tai Chi Chuan Association is one of the most complete Tai Chi systems in existence, with a short form, a long slow form, the original fast form for dedicated students, more than a dozen push hands patterns, various weapons forms, and many other exercises and training methods. What Grandmaster Ma is illustrating in this video during a push hands demonstration in China is a supreme sensitivity so as to understand where his partner's center is and the direction of strength his partner is attempting to exert. While seeming magical or even fake, what one is seeing is in fact a trained physical skill that the Grandmaster has perfected over a lifetime of practice to such a degree that many of his movements and changes in balance are so subtle as to be almost invisible. Grandmaster Ma was extremely highly regarded in China and in the world Tai Chi community for his push hands abilities. Push hands is a training method used by Tai Chi Chuan that links the solo forms to the martial arts side of the art. By introducing a partner, the practitioner begins to learn more about his own balance and that of his partners. He then begins to develop the sensitivity and the skills needed to find and disrupt his partner's balance. It is a training exercise and is not practiced as a competitive exercise in traditional Wu Tai Chi Chuan. The Wu style has an extensive and ingenious array of push hands patterns to be learned by keen and able students to help them develop their art. Here, Grandmaster Ma Yue Liang's son, Ma Jiangling, can be seen illustrating some of the Wu style's patterns. In the West, Tai Chi Chuan is primarily known for its slow forms, often done by groups of people in parks. Tai Chi Chuan utilizes solo form training as a vehicle for developing the body and the mind. Through persistence and dedication, one's kung fu or skill will gradually increase, along with certain physiological changes that result from dedicated and correct practice. The slow forms train the correct positioning and body kinetics while also strengthening and lengthening the muscles and connective tissue. Here, Wu Jing Hua shows a stillness and control that dedicated students can observe and ponder. After a few months of correct training, a learner should begin to experience the benefits of the practice, such as more energy for daily life and a more even tempo. One of the primary benefits of long-term Tai Chi Chuan training is the cultivation of the eternal spring, or keeping one's youthful vitality into old age. Correct Tai Chi training emphasizes mindfulness, keeping one's intention in the correct place. This is called stillness in motion. While the forms do contain a catalogue of many of Tai Chi Chuan's martial art techniques and strategies, they are often kept quite hidden from the uninitiated due to their complexity and subtlety. The Wu style of the Ma family, or Shanghai or Southern Wu, emphasizes extreme attention to form detail with exact and precise instructions on the correct positioning of the various parts of the body, the weight distribution, and the direction of the gaze of the eyes, as taught by Grandmaster Wu Jing Chuan. Grandmaster Wu Jing Hua diligently taught the form as it had been taught to her by her father, Grandmaster Wu Jing Chuan, since she was a little girl. And Grandmaster Ma Yue Liang commented many times that he taught the same form as Master Wu Jing Chuan. Here, Dr. Ma Hailong, currently the head of the Shanghai Chien Tai Chi Chuan Association, demonstrates the slow form. Even many long-time Tai Chi practitioners do not know that the slow forms of the Yang and Wu styles were developed quite recently from fast forms to help less skillful students learn the art when young Cheng Fu and Wu Ching Chuan began to teach the general public after the fall of the empire. The fast forms, however, were not taught publicly from then on. The Yang and Wu families were very close and often trained together. For example, Yang Cheng Fu and Wu Ching Chuan often did push hands together, and Wu Ching Chuan's sons Wu Kung Yi and Wu Kung Zhao studied with Yang Shao Hao. Here, Yang Cheng Fu's son, Yang Zhendo, performs the Yang-style big form at an event in Putashan celebrating the 80th anniversary of the Shanghai Tai Chi Chuan Association. It is interesting to note that at the highest levels of the art, there is no animosity amongst the grandmasters, only friendship. Only once the slow forms have been sufficiently mastered should one proceed with the fast form, which emphasizes and trains different aspects of the art. Here, Grandmaster Ma Yue Liang demonstrates the Wu-style fast form, which was kept secret until 1982, when he publicly revealed this inner door form in China. This form was passed down from Grandmaster Kuan Yu to Grandmaster Wu Jing Hua, and then to Grandmasters Wu Jing Hua and Ma Yue Liang. The fast form allows more sportive advanced practitioners to further their art. Here, Grandmaster Shi Mei Lin demonstrates the fast form. Wu-style weapons training proceeds in a traditional sequence, with the saber being the first weapon learned, followed by the spear, the double-edged sword or jian being the last weapon learned. Tai Chi weapons use and expand upon the principles learned in the hand forms. Here, Grandmaster Shi Mei Lin demonstrates a beautiful Wu-style jian form. One of Grandmaster Ma's best students was his son Ma Jinbao, who today lives in Europe. This video has been made to honor the Ma family for their incredible contribution to the art of Tai Chi Chuan. We are not claiming to be the best or only true Tai Chi lineage. The Wu family under Grandmaster Wu Kuan Yu or Eddie Wu still teaches the family art with schools in Canada, Hong Kong and Singapore, and various members of the Yang family and their lineage holders are actively teaching the art, as are many other reputable Tai Chi teachers and teachers of other internal arts. We hope to encourage young, keen students to take up the art so as to keep this incredibly complex and powerful martial art alive in these modern times where sport fighting has become so popular, and for members of the public to understand that while Tai Chi is an incredible high-level Taoist art that develops the mind, body and spirit, it is at its core a martial art and not a New Age exercise.